Hello and welcome to Dead Man's Yarn. We are back with another adventure. And we're going to do something a little bit different this week. So before we get started, I would just like to give a few shout outs, obviously to everybody who continues to watch us and to my wonderful players and putting up with everything. But also I'd like to give a shout out to Roll20, Kevin McLeod, who does the majority of the music that you'll hear. You can hear it now actually. To Voidbound Studios, Pastel Pumpkin obviously is the artist who's done the art that you can see in front of you. To 2 Minute Tabletop, which you'll be seeing a lot more of their maps soon. And to Doodles in Space, we'll be using a lot of their maps in Requiem of the Void, which we do on Tuesdays. Also, a shout out to Kai, whose birthday it was yesterday. If you get a chance, go visit her Etsy store at Gelatinous Cute. There's a link in the profile. So, sorry to put you on the spot, Kai, Tyne. Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday!
A quick recap from last session. The girls went on their girls' day out to meet the locals, and although you returned their crystal to you, things went very smoothly for the most part. You left feeling that not everything was as it should be with the locals. They had a little bit of sinister undertones, but you returned to the town to perform a ritual to enrich the local crops, which you did. At the same time, you met a strange individual who introduced himself as Kit. So you've got that to deal with at some point. As that all went on, Trill, you had a conversation with Nathaniel Gallaglass, the captain of the Cherry Blossom, and I feel you went a little bit harsher on him than he deserved, to be honest.
It was a bad day still.
It was a bad day. You were still recovering bed from the blue rot, but you've had a talk with him. You've smoothed things over. I've been joined by the dog now. Thank you, dog. But you've learnt that he is a half tiefling, meaning that he can sprout wings on command. But he chooses to keep them hidden. The three ladies, I've spoken to Andreas. I don't know why I forgot his name because the music's playing right now for him. This is Andreas' theme. And you were speaking about ways to lower the price, really, weren't you? To get a better price on the repairs to the ship. But in the tidy up bit of this, I'm going to relate some information to you. I don't think anything else happened last week, did it, guys?
You forgot the most important part.
Are you on about Bolo?
Bolo.
Bolo.
Shall we say Bolo again? We don't know.
I do.
I think you do, but...
So what was the most important part then?
Bolo, clearly.
Our shrieking contest.
Yeah. So yeah, you did meet a strapping young elf by the name of Bolo, who was taking a shine to Artemia. As you say, will we see him again? Who knows? But you've returned to the ship. Obviously, you found it in a bit of a strange situation because Trill has just pulled himself up onto the dock after finding a message in a bottle in the water.
Yeah.
Nathaniel Gallaglass is currently shirtless and ripped as hell, which you didn't realise. And Kenneth Williams is currently dressed in his clothes, so it's a bit weird.
What in the role-playing world is going on?
Had Kenneth also tattled about Nate pointing a gun at Trill, I think?
Yeah, but I think it was that's a little bit out of context, just dial it back a bit.
Okay.
But yes, he did tattle on that. So a little bit of clean-up from last session as well. So obviously, Trill, you found that bottle in the water. You jumped over the side. So I'm going to say, when you jumped over the side, there's something that you noticed. The people working on the ship aren't there anymore, and the ship is repaired.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, Nathaniel said that he told them to start the work, and if he didn't pay up by the time they were finished, or when they were finished, there'd be trouble.
Oh.
So they just did a really quick job?
So I'm going to level with you. The reason it cost 5,000 gold pieces is because Nathaniel, in his infinite glory, told them to do a rush job. So
okay.
The ship repairs wouldn't usually cost that much.
Also, would we notice if it was like badly done because it's a rush job?
Not currently. You could probably inspect it and to get a better look, but we'll come to that in a second. The other thing that I want to address is Cordelia, Kimmy. The cure disease.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to say you can make him redo his check without penalty, because usually if he does a check, his stats go down, but using cure disease will allow him to redo the check without penalty. At a later date, if you have cure disease and the medicine that you've been shown how to prepare, I will say that will automatically cure blue rot.
So, like, if I use the spell and give him a pill, he doesn't have to make any checks?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
good to know. I need to get me some cod liver oil and some elder tree sap then.
yeah, you do. I don't think there's any other tidy up from last week, but if you guys want to ask any questions before we get into it.
I think I'm okay.
I'm just assuming that when we got back, we all noticed that the ship was been repaired, basically.
So you wouldn't necessarily. Trill would, because he jumped over the side that the repair was being done on, but you guys approached from the side of the ship that there wasn't any damage on. So
Yeah,
I would assume Trill would go, oh, they're done.
Yeah. When I had my little swim around and went underneath, I've seen it then, probably.
So
I do have a question.
Oh, go for it.
Why did Trill jump overboard again?
I think that Trill has to answer.
He hadn't had a swim for a very long time, and he was feeling like crap. So
I
had a bad day.
dying from blue rot. Let me have
And so he wanted to feel the sea again.
Alrighty then.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just quickly checking to see if the sound alert thing will work. Let's have a look.
What time of day is it? Is it nighttime-ish?
You guys have returned about late evening. And so it's getting towards night time, but it's not night just yet.
Okay.
Did anybody in the chat hear any sound alerts just then? Stream. As you are... Oh, cool, they do work. The sounds work. Awesome. As you were on the deck and Trill has come to join you, being a bit soggy with a bottle in his hand, you hear somebody clearing their voice from the bottom of the gangplank, and it's an accent you all know very, very loud, very well. I don't, but you guys do. No. Nobody doing anything?
What did you say?
It's just somebody going.
Oh, it's just a clear. Okay.
I would like us all to comically, one by one, poke our heads over the side to see who it is.
And there's just the. So if you're sticking your head over the sides, Andreas is stood at the bottom of the gangplank.
Hello.
Wave at him with my
Good
bottled
to-
hand.
Good to see you again, Andreas. Any news on the repairs?
Oh, those are done.
I meant like we asked Andreas for a discount.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Well, Lassie, it's funny you should say that because I came to see you about it, actually. Forgive me, my old dwarven head, and he taps the side of his head. But it didn't click in my head that you guys are sailing with Nathaniel. Are you going to tell him, Captain, or shall I? Nathaniel's just sort of like standing brazenly with his chest exposed, like hands on his hips. Like, I didn't have a bloody clip. Oh. Aye, the ship's paid for. Didn't worry about it.
What?
Aye, you remember we went up to the house to sort a job out for somebody?
Yes.
Yeah.
So Nathaniel finger guns at you guys, and then finger guns at Andreas, and then finger guns back to you guys, and then smiles.
Yeah,
Cordelia is just like thoroughly unimpressed because she just did an 8-hour ritual trying to get us like a 3,000 gold discount. She's just like looking really grumpy.
So it's all squared up?
Aye, lad. Well, I had to pay a bit out of my pocket, but didn't worry about that. It's all sorted.
Oh, I'm sure the plant growth probably made up for that, right?
Andreas nods to you and like, I have heard from the locals. They're very appreciative of what you've done. I'm sure it'll leave you in good standing if you ever want to work in the area.
Oh, that's good.
I just have this very, very wide, like forced smile on my face. I'm just gonna go over to Trill and cast Lesser Restoration on him.
You guys
I
did a good
was
job.
totally thinking about becoming a delivery woman here. I feel like I'd be very good for the job.
Artemia, postman of the Isles.
So I take it everyone got their jobs done today? As I look at everybody, half alive.
So actually, we'll address that now, Trill. So how many times are you casting? Are you casting it one by one
Well-
to see if he passes?
Casting one by one to see if he passes. So I just used a 2nd level spell slot, so Lesser Restoration.
Okay. Trill, can you roll me a was it Constitution? I think it's Constitution.
Yeah, it is. I know it well by now. Oh my god.
Is that any pluses?
Yep, that's an 11. It was a 10 plus 1.
Pass.
I did it!
So you've got one more to
He
go.
did it! Oh, so he's
So-
still under the weather?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
back
do it
up
again.
to-
Another 2nd level spell slot.
Yeah, he needed to pass twice.
All right, well, he's got another Lesser Restoration at him right now.
Yeah, you do that. Cherry, you can't see the Game Boy currently because we're just doing what's the word? Role play. That's the word.
Theatre of the mind.
Before you do that, can I quickly throw a bless up on Trill?
What
I
does
never get to use it.
what does bless do again? Sorry.
Up to three creatures. Target makes an attack roll or saving throw, and it's a Constitution saving throw, isn't it?
It is.
I bless you.
So I get to roll a d4 on top of my save.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. So
Okay.
Yeah.
you didn't see the dice. Oh, well, it's there. It's on Kai's head right now. Are you rolling again, Trill, or have you already rolled twice? All right.
One's coming.
Yeah, that's a pass. You're fine.
7.
You have recovered fully.
Oh,
You might need some sleep still, though.
that I feel better already. Oh, I stand up
Yay.
straight and I stretch out and big smile. And thank you both very much. I was starting to think I wasn't going to see the other side of that.
I had another one of those left in me.
You bunches seem to have had a very busy day fixing all of our problems.
I'll let
We
you.
went to go see the locals who seemed to just want to eat us. But the meeting actually went off without a hitch, so
Oh, so we didn't make any actual friends. They just want to kill us less?
Oh.
maybe.
Maybe?
They
Jinx!
invited us to dinner.
There's definitely one of their kind that doesn't want to eat me.
Well.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
Oh, that,
I just want to
Good.
quickly say something actually that I forgot to do in the tidy up. Malmec's core, the gem that you took from Malmec's corpse, Artemia did take it, so it is. We've ruled it. Artemia has hidden it somewhere on the ship or stashed it away somewhere in the ship, rather than take it to the
I've
camp.
got like a little pigeon's nest on the crow's nest, and I just put I put the bear little statue figurine and the and the
Aw.
jewel there.
Not Henchbear. Henchbear needs some action.
Statue, but I said we'd bring him with when we play the game.
Indeed. But yeah, so I want to leave you to carry on, but as you do, talk amongst yourselves. Andreas is sort of like walked to the top onto this boat, but he's currently stopped and he is turned white as a sheet, and he's not saying anything.
oh. There's a skeleton man on the deck. I just say out loud.
I'm so used to him. I don't even recognise him as a skeleton.
Yeah, once he's been around for a while, you kind of forget about the whole skin thing.
Yeah.
Andres, there's no need to be afraid. He's a very kind. Well, he's okay, is what I'm saying.
Kenneth just sort of like a sheepish wave.
This is Kenneth. He lived in the manor at the north of the island. This is Andreas Kenneth, the person we were working for, I think. I think that's what happened. My mind's a bit shaky still.
Kenneth sort of like looks at you like, working for? What were you doing for the Macabre's trading company?
I just look at Nate.
Hang off a bit. We kind of pissed off the locals a little bit, and we have to get back in the good books.
Oh,
It's been an eventful couple of days.
Nathaniel sort of like he puts his hands behind his head and sort of like leans back a little bit and starts staring off this guy. We got hired by this wee dwarf lad to go into and get a book from your oh. We did nothing of the sort.
You know that amethyst necklace that you absorbed some of the magic from?
Yes.
There is the locals, they had another similar item that we needed to retrieve and bring back to them, and that was also why we were up at your house.
The amethyst, I assume you mean.
Yes.
Fair enough. Well, if none of you need me any further, I'm going to retire. Hey, hold on, lad. Who said he could stay on this ship? Nathaniel butts in. Anybody staying on this ship makes use of themselves. Ain't that right, lads and lasses?
He's not wrong. My first day on, I had to fix an entire robot.
I helped.
You did that. You were a great assistant.
Nathaniel walks over and slings his arm around your shoulders, kind of like, you did, lass. Aye. And you're not bad to look at either.
She blushes very, very hard.
Aw.
The wee lassie with the bird, she's a good lookout as well, and my protege in the gun. Whereas the wee water lassie over there, she's good with her magic. And he does like little weird little jazz hands.
I do the jazz hands back, and it's like, I'm also a navigator.
So, what exactly are you going to contribute to the crew, to the dynamic of this wee adventure? Nathaniel sort of like scratches his chin in his beard. I can make magic items.
That's a pretty good one. I like that one.
I can also reinforce magic items that you may have already.
Well,
That's
I
another
like-
good one.
seems good to me.
And we'll also
Two good
charge you
things.
for things.
I need a place to stay to see the world, which I believe this vessel will be more than capable of. In order to make magic items, I will need materials, usually of an arcane persuasion, and some lesser materials, metal, wood, the like, and a space. Also, I have a fabulous beard, as I'm sure one of your friends can attest to.
Oh, that's true. How was that? How did that go? When we left you with them?
I
We
was,
found him hiding in a barrel, I'm pretty sure.
I'm,
Who's hiding? I don't think it was me who found them.
I was lucky to escape my life.
Well, Nate, what do you say? Seems to be pretty handy with the magic, just like Cordelia. Could be quite handy.
I'd like to see a wee bit of proof, lad. I got an idea, though. Artemia, lass. Where's that wee little bear?
I'll fly up to the crow's nest and bring it down with me.
I handed it over to... Nothing.
Yeah, I'll give it to Natalia.
He, inspects it a wee bit, and then just sort of, hoys it underarm to Kenneth, who very clumsily catches it. Can you do anything with that? Because it's magic, and it's got a few little hindrances to it. I'm sure you could improve upon it. Kenneth holds it with, the 4 feet in his skeletal hand, and he looks at it and... I think I can do something with this. Leave it with me. And he disappears into one of the cabins. So, if you guys are on the boat map, aren't you?
Yeah.
So, this is Nathaniel's cabin. Kenneth's disappeared into this one, so he's literally just picked a room.
He just picked the second biggest room.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
What do you think he's gonna do with it?
What can he do with it? Does anyone know?
I'm not exactly an expert in magic by any means.
Maybe he'll make it so when the bear comes alive, he has armor. Armored bear.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Or bigger bear.
Bigger bear's good too. I like it. While we're talking, I'm squeezing my dreads out, getting rid of the water and stuff, and then I'm gonna pop the bottle and read the message as well.
So, it's in the cork's quite firmly in there. There's no water that's got into the bottle, and it's quite clear. But it's a piece of white paper that's been rolled up, so you have to unfurl it to see what is on the other side. And on the other side, it says in very big and lavish gold-lined letters, You are cordially invited to the greatest casino in the Thousand Islands, if not the world, the Belladonna.
Oh,
that's that casino ship.
Yeah.
that's very interesting.
And then
That's a weird way to invite people.
there is then a coupon at the bottom of it for one free game.
Is this like flyers on a
Nice.
windshield wiper?
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you now, you're going to come across a fair few of these on the beaches and that.
Yeah.
Well, this could be a pretty good way of earning some money back for what Nathaniel had to spend on the ship. He said he had to use some of his own money. It could be a way to get some back. Well, if we're lucky, anyway.
Can I ask Nathaniel what he knows about the Belladonna?
Oh, it's a beautiful sight, lass. It's the size of a city on the waves. But it's hard to track down at times because it keeps moving around. But it is literally a floating fortress with gambling and alcohol and women and men as well, I suppose.
So wait, if it's so hard to find, like how is it so successful?
He sort of points to the fly in your hand and like, funnily enough, anybody who has one of them in their hands seems to find it very easily if they're trying.
But this piece of paper is magic? I like hold it up to the moon to try and see if there's any like secret message on it or something.
The light shines through it pretty easily, but the gold is highlighted through the page.
I'll hand it to Cordelia. Since you're better with the stars and navigating and stuff, maybe it'll come to you easier than me. Hand it off to her.
When I hold it up, does the gold lettering, is there anything like that looks almost like a star map or anything like that? Like, or is it just that it's magic piece of paper?
You know what? That is actually a quite good gimmick. I will let you roll a Arcana check.
Oh, because I'm so good at those. I'm a navigator. Does that give me any like advantage or anything like that?
No.
All right. Well, I'm gonna guide myself. So, guidance and then Arcana. Yeah, I'm gonna take that D4 for guidance. So that's a total of 13.
So I'm going to say they do line up, but it's not a constellation. How can I put it?
It's not a constellation I'm familiar with because I'm on the other side of the world.
Nah, I'm trying to think of the way to put it. It's a constellation, but it doesn't make any sense to you. Like, it doesn't line up. It's an unfamiliar constellation to you. So you do know that it might line up somewhere, like if you're stood in a specific place. If that makes sense. It is
Like a certain place, like on the ship or
well, I'm going to say...
out at sea?
I'm trying to figure out how to say this. It is a star map that you cannot read currently. We'll just leave it like that.
Okay. I'm just gonna pocket it and be like, I'm gonna start comparing this to the stars whenever we're out on the ocean.
Yeah, it'll come to you eventually. I'm sure.
I would like to point.
Oh.
I would like to point out there's still a white-faced Andreas stood at the top of the.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
I was thinking about him, yeah.
Andres, did you come here for anything specifically? Do you need a hand or something?
It's skeleton lad. Why was it
Yeah,
talking?
Kenneth, but wait, weren't you listening?
Nathaniel walks over, somehow one of those coconuts has appeared in his hand, and he sort of like splashes it in his face. I don't know what. I could have sworn I just saw a skeleton on your deck of your ship talking.
Would you believe it was a trick of the light?
He looks at the coconut and then at his drenched clothes. I think I'll leave it at that. And he turns to like Lee, like, oh. You signed up for the the scullery event, haven't you?
Yes, we did. Forgot about that. It's been a very hectic couple of days. Or was it one day? It kind of all bled together.
I saw the pitch is almost done.
It'll be done by the morning, actually. So I'd highly recommend you and your team get there first bright and early. The locals will be all ready to go.
Oh, it's tomorrow.
We actually talked to Val and Burgos about that?
Oh yeah, we signed them up, didn't we?
Well,
Oh,
we signed up Val. I think Burgos is a bit out of action.
It's a good thing I got cured the day before. I don't think I could be able to take part in a sports event with what I had just had. Do we even know where Val and Burgos are now?
Are you asking?
Can we see them from the ship, or?
Not currently, no. They will be. I don't think they'll be too hard to find. They're still in town.
And you said it's like late evening. It's not nighttime yet.
No, it's early evening, so you still got a little bit of daylight left.
Well, I could go for a drink after today. We could always go try and find them, talk to them this evening, get them ready for tomorrow, and in the morning, if they even want to take part. I don't think we even talked to them about it once.
Do you guys remember what you called your team?
The Wiggles.
The Wiggles.
Is it really the Wiggles?
Yes, it was.
And Artemia was our captain, I think.
It does ring a bell.
Oh, yes. I don't know what I signed up for, but I am ready to lead our team to victory.
Yes, I have a note saying that Artemia is, in fact, the captain.
Should we go find Val and Burgos then?
Yeah, let's go for a nice evening meal.
Yeah,
In the
round
pub.
out a good day.
Let's go on a night on the town.
Okay.
you-
Sorry.
Are you coming, Nathaniel, or are you staying on the ship? And are you putting your shirt on any time today?
Well, lass. Would you like me to put a shirt on?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Oh, all right then. Oi, skeleton! Give me back my bloody shirt, you bastard!
Do you fancy
you-
joining us, Nath? Or
I'll be coming with. I will get a shirt for the way lasses.
wonderful.
Can somebody go down and check on the machine man, see if he's gonna keep stock of the ship while we're gone?
I guess he's kind of my responsibility. I'll go do it.
So Nathaniel will go into his quarters to get a shirt. Andreas at this point is he's covered in this liqueur stuff, and he's slowly getting stickier and stickier. And he sort of like looks to you and goes, "I'll see you to this games tomorrow."
Oh, before you go, one thing. I'll do a couple of prestidigitations over him to get rid of the sticky ickiness and make him prim and proper again. There you are.
You're two kind lads.
Oh, I can't have you walking through town looking like that. respectable man like you. And I pat him on the side of the face, and I walk down to find where
On
Buddy
the
is.
side of the face. Thank you. Where the devil have I put that? Sorry. So yeah, Nathaniel's gone to get a shirt. Are you going down to check on Buddy?
Yeah, unless anybody else wants to.
Nope, that seems it's your responsibility.
Yeah, he's my son.
So you get down, and he is currently still stood in the same place, holding the slime. He has not moved.
Hey, buddy. How's it going? Having fun?
Oh yeah!
Creepy. Love it. We're going back into town for a little bit. Would you be so kind as to look after the ship and make sure nothing dreadful happens to it?
Buddy pushes the gel away into the wall, and it sticks to the side of the wall and slowly starts sliding down as Buddy turns to you and does a muscle-man pose and stares at you and like, "It will be my pleasure."
He's such a good guy. I love you, buddy. Oh yeah, you can leave the cube alone now. We're heading away so it can roam freely. But yes, nobody's allowed on the ship while we're gone. If anyone tries, push them in the ocean or something. Use your initiative.
What about the skeleton?
I was just gonna. Oh, but not Kenneth. Kenneth's still allowed to stay. He's fine. He's probably just gonna be in his room anyway. He seems to have got a glimmer in his socket.
That sucker took my room. That was mine.
Oh, I think that's a conversation you're gonna have to have with him.
Buddy starts stomping up the stairs. Starts stomping towards you to go up the stairs.
He smiles a little. That's his vengeance for what he did to my rock. and then I go back up after him.
As you reach he reaches the top first, and you like follow behind, and he walks over it and just kicks the door in and like, "Hey, skeleton, I'm here to see you." And the door closes behind him.
Well, should we go? I'm starving.
Me too.
As you say that, Nathaniel stood next to you, Cordelia, who's just appeared out of nowhere.
Ugh.
Hi, lass. And he's got another coconut in his hand. He's like, "Here's to victory over that whale." I know, well, we never did drink to killing that whale, did we? But here's to drink to killing that whale.
Handing me the coconut?
He clicks his finger in it, like a coconut appears like directly in front of you. You have to catch it.
I'll try and catch it. Do I need to roll a dex check?
Sleight of hand, please.
Sleight of hand. Huh. I don't catch it.
You like go to like grab it, and your hands like cross over each other as the coconut drops, hits the floor, and then splashes up in your face.
It's like when you try and catch a ruler, like clap and catch a ruler as it falls.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Here, lass, you can have mine. I'm running a bit low.
Thank you.
He just
I
hands it
take
to
the
you.
coconut.
Yeah, he like literally carefully hands it to you.
I'm still stiff, okay? I'm sitting in a field for 8 hours. I'm just gonna drink my coconut. I've now realized that I have a flower crown and I'm drinking from a coconut. This is good. I am less grumpy than I was a few minutes ago.
It's a good day off.
Okay, heading into Toon then. Literally,
Yee.
Nathaniel, he doesn't have his usual hat on, but he's got like one of those white shirts on.
It's
Well,
casual Fridays.
Didn't he give his usual hat to Trill?
No, he magicked up like a captain's hat, like one of those with the trim and the like white bit on top. Nathaniel kept his own hat.
Oh, okay.
So, into town.
To town.
Where would you like to head to?
2 seconds while I prune my feathers. Gotta look nice when we go out of town.
Just in case you run into Bolo again.
You
You
never
never know.
know.
We might meet him.
I'll
Should
just.
we try something new?
So, are you heading to the market?
Yeah, what are you guys feeling? Do you want to go back to the regular place or try something new?
We never went into that other place, did we?
We never did. I also wouldn't mind making a stop at Granny's apothecary. I want to see if maybe she's got some cod liver oil that I could buy off her.
Well,
It's only around the corner, isn't it? It shouldn't take too long.
yeah, it's just down like a little side alley to the main market. So, heading into town, the night's slowly starting to roll in as the sun sets. There's a cold wind blowing through the streets as well, but the skies overhead are pretty much clear themselves, so it doesn't look like it's going to rain or anything. But there is a chill in the air as you enter into the market. The stalls have all been closed down, majority of people have gone, there's 1 or 2 stragglers about. But the stalls are empty, and the only people who are really inhabiting the streets currently are a few vagrants and drunks. But you all enter next to essentially the Fox Sings, because the Fox Sings is here. The Spotted Pigeon is over here, and then Granny's is down this way. So, what would you like to do? Shall we... Well, would you like to vote to see where you go? Or would you just like to say where you would like to go?
If you're wanting some ingredients, we should probably do that before it gets too late for Granny, before we decide to have drinks and things, because that might take all evening.
Granny might know where Val and Burger are as well.
That's true.
Might be
So-
a good place to start.
Yeah, we'll go visit Granny. Maybe they'd like to join us for some drinks. An extra thank you for all the help she's given us.
So heading to the apothecary.
Yee.
Yay.
So you start heading towards, and there's the little girl, and she's like struggling with a sign that was in the street, like one of those fold-out signs to advertise the shop, and she's trying to like get it inside the doorway. When she sees you coming, she sort of like gives you a nervous smile and like, "You're not ill again, are you?"
Oh no, I was looking to see if maybe Granny had some ingredients to make sure that we don't have to bother her in the future.
Oh, well, I can. Unfortunately, she's up asleep currently, but I can help. She starts struggling with a sign back into the door again.
I go and help her with that.
The two of you make it quite easy work. The door opens up. Are you all going in?
Yeah, I'll come in. I'll hold the
stand-
door open so they can get in.
Yeah.
I'll just stay outside in case Burgos and Val pass outside the door.
Sure. Kai?
That's what I was gonna do. Stand outside.
Okay, both of you stand either side of the door. Look intimidating. And Nathaniel will sort of stand across the street from you with his back against the wall, sort of tapping his foot, going, "I came for alcohol." Inside the shop, they've started to close down, but you see there's quite a lot of crates piled up with their little bottles in that weren't there the day before. And the girl moves the sign, puts it to the side, and then goes around to the other side of the counter. And she like hops up on a little stool. So what are you looking for?
Specifically cod liver oil.
Oh, okay. She reaches underneath the counter and she gets 5 vials of this little amber liquid and places them onto the counter. It's like, this is all we have of cod liver oil, but it's enough to make combined for 5 doses, if that of the medicine, if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Sai, question for the DM.
Yar.
I have 10 yellow hibiscus flowers. Is it 2 flowers per dose? Is it 1 flower per dose?
It will be 1 flower per dose.
Okay. Okay. Great. That works for me. How much for the 5 bottles?
And she gets out like a little abacus and she starts. It's not too dear. It's quite easy to come by. So, 50 silver.
Done. I counted out. And I'm gonna take that away from my money.
Money, money, money.
There we go. So 5 bottles of cod liver oil.
While they're having their little talk and buying stuff, can I peek into the crates and see what's there?
So there's a number of supplies. They look like medical supplies of some sort, like healing salves. There's splints. It looks like it's. If you were to hazard a guess, it was to make up a first aid station of some sort.
Oh, okay. I see. So, what's all this about? As I point to the crates to her.
Oh, Granny's been
Restocking?
Yeah, Granny's been busy doing that all day. She's preparing for the tournament tomorrow.
Oh. It does get violent, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Are you both coming out to watch?
No, Granny can't walk very far, unfortunately. So we're giving these to some of the locals to help them heal the players if they need it.
Oh, it's a shame. I'm sorry your granny can't come and enjoy the show.
I'm sure we'll get all the news.
We're in it. We're actually competing this time.
I think you mentioned actually the other day. I think you were on about representing our shop, weren't you?
That's true. We'll give a good word about you, especially since you're providing all these supplies for the injured. That will no doubt happen.
Yeah, well, I wish you all the best tomorrow. Good luck. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to close up and go check on Granny, if that's alright.
Of course. Thank you for your help.
Bye. Let's start walking away. I whispered to Cordelia as we're leaving. For the love of me, I can never remember that girl's name.
On that note, as we walk out, I'm gonna turn around and look at the store front. Like, does it have a name of the apothecary?
It's called Granny's Apothecary.
Okay.
That poor girl.
Are you Granny? No, I'm 11. So as you leave, I'm guessing you're going to head to one of the pubs. Have you decided? You know what, Kai? Which pub would you like to go to?
The Fox Sings, the new one.
I'm going to say you start skipping towards it, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So, Fox Sings?
Why not? Try something new.
So you enter into the Fox Sings, and it's this one over here. I know it's not. Move. So you enter in, and it's quite well lit. There's a few lanterns up, but you notice that there's quite a few white sheets of some sort across the floor, and some of them are soaking up a liquid, or they have soaked up a liquid of some sort, and there's a slight pile of broken furniture in the corner, but there is enough tables around for sitting down and everything. The place is practically empty, bar a serving girl, the guy behind the bar, the Minotaur you saw stood outside when you first came past, and in the corner, Burgos and Val. No sooner have you made it through the door that the bar owner is, customers, welcome to the Fox Sings. I'm so glad that you made it. What can I get you? How can I help?
Hello, wow, this is really cool. I guess around. What's around? Ale. I hear ale's very good. Can we get a round of ale for 6 of us?
Of course. And he starts like panicking around to try and find stuff. Actually, I think there's only 5 of you, isn't there?
I can't count. Yeah.
You could have given one to the Minotaur.
I like the fact that she can't count, so she orders too many beers for us. I just like that.
I'm actually going to run with the 6. Sorry. And he starts like panicking around, and he like gets he starts picking up metal tankards, looking at them, and like grunting and like throwing it back and getting another one. Finally, he manages to find 5, and then he pulls up 5 bottles, and he like looks at them, looks at you, and he's like, "Well, you are a rare sight this evening, so I think it's worth cracking out the good stuff." He uncorks the bottle and pours them one by one, and so there's 6 tankards now with this poured ale in, and he like pushes them forward to the counter. I was like, "Please enjoy. That would be 3 gold pieces, please."
No problem. I give him that quite happily. Brilliant! I have ale, everyone. Isn't that exciting?
Thank
Wonderful.
you, Kai.
Thank you so much. Does he think we're somebody special? He seems very pleased to see us. I whispered to the people around me.
You might have heard of us. You know, we're famous anti-smugglers or something. We did good work in the manor.
That's true. Don't really like the idea of fame too much.
There's a grunt from the Minotaur at the end of the bar. Ugh.
I sort of start handing out the tankards and then realise I have one too many. Minotaur, hello. There you are. And I hand him an ale.
He looks you up and down, looks at the ale, and then takes it and like nods to you like, "Can't exactly turn down a free pint now, can I?"
Hello. I am Kai. What's your name?
Davros.
Damn, how do you spell that?
Davios.
Oh.
Davios. As you're introducing yourself to the Minotaur, the door swings open again, and about 6 people wander in, and they're like all wearing like similar clothes. The barman is again very jovial to see them and very happy to see them, like the very similar welcome that you guys got. And they shuffle over to one of their tables on the other side of the bar. They're all got hoods over their heads. Well, 5 of them do. There's still one of them stood in the doorway, and he's a very large individual. And he's not exactly a form that you're all too familiar with. And currently this thing is stood staring directly at Kai, and then starts waving.
Starts waving.
Yeah.
I go, hey, didn't think to see another orc in here.
So this thing has a lot of teeth, but they're not exactly orc teeth. They're more shark teeth.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Um,
King Shark, shut up.
you joke.
Oh no.
There you go. There he is.
Nice.
He's currently stood in the doorway, sort of waving at Kai, and then he's like stops, turns to Cordelia, waves at Cordelia, stops, turns to Artemia, doesn't wave, looks you up and down, and then you sort of see like the tongue sort of go.
I'll do my typical kind of head swivel.
Literally, somebody comes over and from the rest of the rabble that came and grabbed him and like, stop waving to everybody and sit down. Oh, all right.
Uh-huh.
He sort of like waddles over.
Enthusiastically wave back.
He literally waddles over like this creature does not know how to walk properly because its features are very shark, like specifically great white shark, and it like waddles over and then like awkwardly sits on a chair, but he's still like staring at you guys at the bar. With what all you can imagine is a smile on its face. You can't really tell because it hasn't really changed.
Does it have gills? Like, how is it breathing? Can I do some kind of like perception check to see if maybe I can see gills on him, or if he's like breathing like a normal?
Well, I'm going to say
humanoid?
Don't you have gills?
it does have gills. I'm not going to let you do the check to see if it's breathing just yet because you're going to ruin a joke. You're going to ruin a joke later on.
Oh.
But yeah, the Minotaur sort of like takes a mouthful out of his tankard and then looks at you guys and like, I heard you're taking part in the tournament tomorrow for scullery. Is that correct?
I do believe so. Yes, we are.
We'll meet you at one of your opposing teams.
Oh, those guys.
Or do you mean you are an entire team on your own?
I'll say I knew there couldn't be a boy band in this town.
He sort of slaps his like belly, which is all like a bit of a beer belly, and he's like, I think my running days are behind me, to be honest. But no, I mean those 6 in the corner trying to look all mysterious with those bloody hoods.
Who are they? Like the reigning champions, or?
Yeah, I'm sure they think they are. They're called the Dredges.
That's a much better name.
That really is.
I stand by our team name.
Well, we're the Wiggles. Davios.
Did you just say that with like a really husky voice, trying to make it sound cool?
Maybe.
Are you mocking me? Are you mocking me? Davios just sort of like scoffs and like, all right, I'm sure you'll wiggle your way to victory.
Oh, I like that. That's a good line. Thank
That's
you.
exactly what we're gonna do.
Cordelia is going to start wiggling her way over towards Val and Burgos because we still haven't asked them.
I know.
Okay. As you approach, Val is sort
I
of like
approached them wiggling.
you approach them wiggling. As you do, Val starts wiggling in a chair and waves to you, and then you just sort of, for a second, you see her eyes go like a cat looking at a Christmas tree because she has just spotted the Shark Man. And
Wait, before you go and say hi,
oh,
I have another way for you to meet him again later.
Burgos just sort of, he had like a book in his hand and he sort of just put it onto the table and he's just holding his hands in his face, but Val is like, go on.
Join our Wiggles team. We're gonna play in the tournament tomorrow and we need another person. And Mr. Sharky over there is on an opposing team.
Oh, but I wanted to be his friend.
You can still be his friend, you just have to beat him. You like hitting things.
I do like hitting things. Burgos, can I? Yes, just stop. I bet you.
Yay!
I gather you're going to ask me next, are you?
DM, do we need Burgos? Or
That's so mean.
I'm trying to remember
Just like,
because I think
ooh,
Nate
awkward.
was also like an alternate or something.
I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna have. He just judged from the look on your face when he asked that. He's like, very well, I will return to my studies.
I'm gonna give Burgos a hug.
There is a cold indifference in him.
I wiggle while I hug him.
I expect you to go like ow, 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 ow as you like wiggle against his burns.
I'm out of character as well. You could have got him as a substitute.
I thought Nate. Well, that was what I wanted to know. Like, that was a DM question. Like, did we
Right.
need him as an alternate, or like was Nate our alternate? Do we need multiple alternates?
I think it's 5 players and 2 subs.
Minimum 2 subs, because so you can have as many substitutes as you want.
Ah, okay.
Oh, well, in that case, while I'm wiggling and hugging him, I'm gonna be like, "Do you want to play with us too?"
I don't need your pity, but I will come and support from the bench.
Yay! I give him one last squeeze and then I let him go.
So how many do you have? I believe this game of Scullery requires 5 players. I assume the 4 of you and...
Buddy.
Oh, and
Val!
and Val. I see.
Oh, is Buddy a substitute?
Yeah. I
Yes.
think. I don't know.
I think you.
You guys yelling across the bar to each other.
I think you were going to put Buddy in goal or something, weren't you? Cherry, just to answer. Sorry to answer Cherry in chat quickly. Burgos's burns, they're healed, but they've left a mark, so you can see the burns on him. So yeah, I think you're going to put Buddy in goal.
Is Burkos now Zuko?
Yes, but everywhere. Well, no, he's still got. They're not like severe. I'm trying to think how to phrase it.
Just like a really bad sunburn?
His skin's changed pigment from the burns, essentially. So you can see that he's been burned, but it's healed enough that it's not going to hinder him. He still has his pretty face. But yeah, so you've recruited Burgos and Val. But as I said, there is always room for more.
So, I'm still with Kai, I think,
Yes,
at the bar
you are.
with Minotaur Man. So I'm still talking to him. I'm like, so you don't think you could compete in this anymore? Or is it just past your time?
He takes another swig of his beer and like, if you need a body, I could probably. Actually, my bosses might not like it.
I mean,
Buses.
oh yeah, that's a good one.
He taps the emblem on his coat, his like vest, which is the McTavish coat of arms. So he works for the McTavish Trading Company.
Are they the guys that are running this thing?
I think they've got some stakes in it, but I don't think they're running it.
So would you know Andreas, perchance?
He sort of stiffens up like, that's my boss, yes, my direct boss.
Oh, well, we're actually acquainted as well. Starting to become fast friends, I think.
He sort of like, he's a loss for work, so he downs the rest of his drink and like, maybe I should get back to what I'm here for.
But think about it. We're going to be there probably first thing. If you want to play, you're more than welcome.
I'll see how I feel.
Sounds good.
He taps on the bar and like waves the bartender over for another drink.
Kai, I think we just got a Minotaur on our team.
Yeah. We're dead good at this.
We're going to have the biggest team.
Oh no, is somebody incapacitated to send in the next player?
Do you think if we see Bolo there, he'll be on our team?
Well, from what I heard, I think you'd be able to convince him of anything.
We must get there earlier.
We're just going to recruit the entire town onto our team.
No rules.
Screw the rules. I've got all the people.
The other teams are like, so where are your subs? And we just gesture to the crowd.
It'll be like that episode of Rick and Morty, son of a bitch, I'm in. So yeah, are you all joining Val and Burgos for a night of drinks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to Val and.
Oh, you go, go, go.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go up to Val and pull a bit crumpled, smooshed flower crown out of my pocket bag thing, and hand it to her
Sorry, what was
because
that?
I had a lot of time
All right.
to make like flower crowns. So I give Val a flower crown.
Oh, and she sort of like puts it on, and her eyes are back to being like wide-eyed like a cat's. And she's got her clenched hands to her chin, and she's all like going. What were you going to say, Trill?
When we were wandering over to the table, was Shockboy watching us? Has he just watched us all walk over, or like are the other team staring us down or anything like that while we go?
The other team, now and again, you see them sort of like glance over because they've got like these hoods covering their faces. You can't really tell where their eyes are going or what they're looking at. The shark himself, who is still with his, like, let's face it, a derpy look on his face, you can't actually tell what he's looking at because his eyes are just fixed on the side of his head and not moving. And he doesn't have eyelids.
Okay.
So his snout is pointed in your general direction, but you can't actually tell if he's looking at you.
Black, like a doll's eyes.
The void. Sometimes it stares back.
I am going to cast Prestidigitation, and I'm going to make the team think they're hearing whispers.
The guys, the other team, the dredgers.
Yeah.
Any particular whispers, or is it just...
It's just going to be like dissonant, disembodied voices just going around them and stuff.
You see like one or two of them like jump up. The shark himself doesn't actually move at all. And there's one that just stays sat at the table. The rest of them like jump up and they're looking around, but slowly like settle down and start drinking again. Because I'm guessing you have cast it, but not made it evident that you're casting it. Like,
oh no,
you know,
can we see the face of the guy who didn't move, or is he pretty covered up?
He's still pretty covered up, but the rest of them.
Okay.
I'm going to say they're mostly human. There's an elf, but not like an elf from back your way, your side of the world. That's an elf. So he's the generic-looking elf. 3 humans, the shark, and then the guy that you can't see.
Okie dokie.
But
That's all for now.
I will say that they are... The guy that is covered up is humanoid size. He's not medium-sized or larger, so... And he's not small either, so he's not like a dwarf or a halfling.
Okay, so it was 3 humans, Shark Boy, and then this strange guy who didn't move.
Shark Boy, elf, 3 humans, covered up.
Sorry, elf as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I was wanting to do for now.
I will state that their clothing it's like a black leather armor with straps over, but then like a green tunic and hood.
Well, they've got uniforms and stuff.
They do. Apart from Shark Boy. Shark Boy's not in uniform.
I told you, they must have been the other team because they kind of look like a boy band, but I didn't believe that.
And now they're going to break out into like a Korean dance move.
Yes. Just out of character, like me, Kimmy, I am a big K-pop fan.
Do you want to tell them some tell them some dance moves?
I can't dance. I just enjoy watching it.
It's going to be there, like the New Zealand guys. They're just going to do like intimidation dance at the beginning of the game.
Oh, the hacker, is it?
Yeah, but but instead of the hacker, it's going to be like some sort of Korean K-pop dance moves.
I like it.
Amazing. I can find a good song for that.
Will we get copyright striked for it?
Yes,
Absolutely.
probably.
Will it be worth it though? Yes, absolutely.
Not for me, it won't.
I'll be fair.
Cherry just said the guy in the hood that didn't move is two halflings on top of each other.
Nice.
You found my secret. I'm really 3 owls in a trench coat.
Once I get to the table and with the others after I've messed with the other team a little bit, we might have had an extra player. We might have convinced the Minotaur to join us as well.
Ooh.
I think it'd be pretty terrifying. They've got a shark, we've got a Minotaur.
And a robot guy.
And a robot guy.
Burgos sort of he's as you all joined around the table, although he's not like outright gone, you can sort of see him sort of like tightening up, and then he's like finally closes his book and puts it down and like I guess it's good to see you all again. Mind telling me what you're still doing on the island?
It's good to see you too, up
Having
and about and wandering.
fun.
Yeah, having fun. We're out for a night on the town this evening. We've got something to celebrate. Well, I do at least.
He's got one.
I'm cured.
He didn't know you were poisoned. I don't. Oh no, he did, didn't he? But anyway, he's got a little one of those little sherry glasses with sherry in, and he's like just sipping at it like an aperitif, like a toff.
Can we get you another one of those, Burgos? Nearly finished.
He sips it, and you can hardly tell that any of it's actually left the glass, and he puts it back down like, I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah. Make that last all night.
So, your ship was damaged, I believe you said, wasn't it?
Oh, right, your question. I ignored it. I'm sorry. Yeah, the ship needed repairs. We had some tasks to get done, but I think it's all wound up. It's just the tournament tomorrow, I think.
You must have come into a lot of gold rather quickly. What sort of job were you doing, if you don't mind me asking?
Did Nate come over to the table too?
Nate's sort of talking to the manager currently.
I just kind of gesture vaguely towards Nate.
So Nate sort of like holds his hand up and goes, sorry laddie, duty calls, I'll be back in a bit and we'll finish that story here. You can tell me what happened in this establishment. You all hear him saying this as he walks over. Hey, what are we talking about?
What you had us do, what we helped you with earlier.
Oh, well, you mean when we went into the manor?
Yeah.
He kicks over like a stool and like sits down next to Burgos and like wraps his arms round Burgos' shoulders like, well lads, it was a scary place on top of a hill. And let me tell you, these lot, nerves of steel, I tell you. We kicked down every door we saw. We cracked the heads open of everybody who got in our way. And we got that bloody book and the bloody crystal and we got out of there. And with that, Burgos' eyebrow, one of his eyebrows raises up. Like, book, you say? Aye, it was some weird... I don't know. Anybody else here with better with words than I am? It was a book.
Just a really old book. It was so dusty. I think both Trill and Nate were having a coughing fit just trying to open it.
I did catch a few words,
Pretty cool,
I think.
Sorry, was that you, Kai? Was it?
Pretty gold glittering.
Pretty gold lettering.
Yep.
That was a different book, no?
Was a bit different.
The book that you were sent in to find was upstairs in the library.
Yeah.
I think you're. I did think it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm getting a bit confused now. The one that you went to find were upstairs. Trill tried to read it. It sent shivers up your spine.
Yeah, I figured out it was in Primordial. And then when I started to try and read it, Nate snatched it out and it sent shivers up my spine.
Whereas the one that Kai's talking about with the gold, isn't that the Journal of Graver?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Apologies.
No, it's all right. We're focusing on these two books, but there was more books and more important books in there as well. So don't worry about it. But yeah, the one that Nathaniel's referring to is the one that he snatched out of your hand, Trill.
Yeah. Do you still have that, or have you palmed it off to whoever you were palming it off to already?
Oh, lad, that's the reason the ship's fixed. I gave it to Andreas because he was after it.
Oh. You have no idea what the book was about, do you?
I didn't know, but maybe the skeleton would, because it was his house, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's true. We should have asked them.
But he had some funky pictures in there, like weird, squibbly stuff that I've never seen.
Oh, I know.
Burgos's eyebrow goes even higher. Who did you say has had this book now?
Mr. Andreas, he works for the company.
McTavish.
Yeah, that's the one.
He downs his aperitif and like, Val, stay here with our friends. I'm going to go have a word with this gentleman. He sort of like shrugs off Nathaniel's hand and like stands up. Like, if you do excuse me.
Yeah. Bye, Vegas. What kind to him?
He heads off to the
Come
door.
back
And,
soon.
Val just sort of like shrugs and like, yeah, he's got a thing for books. He's probably just going to go have a word with it, see if it's any interest to him. It's that thing as explorers, knowledge and blah 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 blah.
I got a funky feeling from that book. I didn't like it.
Burgos knows what he's doing most of the time.
Does he? The last thing he did, he burned most of his body off.
True, but
I suppose he did. He survived, I suppose.
he's gotten out of worse situations. He'll be fine. I'm sure he said he was just going to go talk to the guy anyway. You know what? I bet you'll turn out to be a cookbook and he'll come back all huffy.
Do inform me of his mood if we're not here when he comes back.
Okay.
Do you guys want some food too? I'm pretty hungry. I don't think I've eaten in like a day.
You
Yes,
have been
need
sleeping
food.
most of the time.
Sorry, what was that, Cordelia?
Cordelia just wants food.
Okay. Kai?
Kai, down to ale. Another? Let's go to the bar. And I go to the bar and order another round and a big platter of food for everyone.
How many are you ordering this time?
I'm going to order enough for the other team as well. I'm going to buy them
Wow,
round.
splurging.
Kai has no sense of money and is possibly quite drunk already.
It took us like 3 weeks to get 20 gold each. It's gonna be all spent in one night.
So I'm going to say that each of these drinks, because they're poured from a bottle, they are 25 silver each.
Three gold for...
As you order the food, he's like snapping snapping his fingers at the serving girl to get food. He goes, "We've been preparing a roasted hog. Unfortunately, it's all we really have currently. There's not been a lot of supplies done, but you're more than welcome to it. I will just have to ask for a little bit of 50 coppers each for a serving.
No problem. No problem at all. I will take that.
Are you taking enough for the table? So he sort of like assures you that it'll be brought over, and as you return to the table with the alcohol, this serving girl comes over with plates full of meat, like pig meat. It's essentially pulled pork, essentially, and a few joints and stuff like that. The smell of the meat literally fills the entire room as she brings it out. It's in like a bit of gravy as well. There's like a brown gravy over the top of it, just to like give it a little bit of moisture. And she gives you like a fork and a knife each. And she doesn't say a word to you, but she sort of like nods her head. Do apologise. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
The Roll20's just said your connection to the server has been interrupted.
Oh, me too, actually.
Mine's okay.
Let's have a quick look.
Mine looks fine.
We've not been interrupted at all, so.
Okay, I'll just reload it, see if that does anything. Tech issues! What page is that? Okay. That's awkward. It's put me back onto the page, but it's not put me on any of your tokens or anything on.
Yeah, you're not in
Appeared
the
on
room with us.
Roll20, and same with Kai.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you both talked at the same time, so I didn't hear either of you.
Oh, so you and Kai are no longer showing in Roll20 for me.
Same.
Well, you guys are there, I'm here, Kai's not. It's loaded up the map now.
Okay, now you just came back on now, Sai, but Kai is not there right now.
Am I back now?
Yeah,
Yes.
you are for me.
There you are.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Wonderful tech issues. I don't know why I just did that. And I can't remember what I was saying. Your food has just been brought over to the table. The smells filled the bar, and you are literally left to your food as the little girl sort of like bows and backs off.
I also want to go over there.
I'm sorry, Kai. You're coming through Roll20. Sorry, time.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Sorry. I also want to go over with the was it 5 other people? I don't know how many there were.
There was 5 guys and the Shark Boy.
So 6. Yeah, I'd go over there, 6 tankards for them, and sort of like, there we go. Happy Friday, or whatever day it is.
I think it actually might be a Friday because Trill's awful day was a Thursday, and that was just yesterday.
No, it wasn't. Trill's awful day was the day before. He's had.
But he had a long rest during the day.
Yeah, but
Happy Saturday.
yeah, the bad day was a Thursday. You've had your girls' day out, which was the Friday.
Which is today, because we have just come back
yeah,
from
sorry,
Friday.
yeah, no, right.
Oh, yeah,
So it
that's
actually is the Friday.
Yay!
Oh wait, look at that DM. It's Saturday. Yeah, all right. Okay, so I've been thrown off now. Sorry, Kai. Can you go back to what you were doing, please?
No, I'm just sort of like bringing a big old armful of ale over to them, and sort of like plonk it down and go, "Happy Friday! Are you guys here for the tournament as well? You look like you are."
The shark person is staring at you with the same goofy face, but not saying anything. The other ones hardly register you, but take the tankards, and the one that hasn't like revealed himself. So, I thank you for the drinks, but it's not good to mix with your opponents.
Oh. Oh well. I hope we have a good match tomorrow. If we fight you, we should fight you.
The shark sort of like nudges a little bit forward. He goes, "Hi, I'm Durf."
Durf.
Yep, Durf.
Hello, Durf. You're amazing. Are you a shark person?
He sort of scratches the side of his head like,
Fair enough. Fair enough. Don't put labels on things. Yep, that's exactly what I was taught. Happy Friday, and I salute and wander back to my table.
As Tyne starts to walk back across, the rest of you, I assume you're like looking to see what's happening on that table, like what their reaction is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trill's very interested in them.
The shark has stood up and is waddling behind Kai with the tankard that she brought over in hand.
I smile at him and like wave him over.
Are you not informing Kai that there's a shark behind?
No.
Yeah, oblivious. Absolutely oblivious.
Literally, Kai, you are back to the table and the shark is stood like a foot behind you.
Ooh. Oh. Hello, everyone. This is Durf. Durf. This is the Wiggle. The Wiggles. The Wiggles.
That's better, thank you.
There we go.
You don't look
Durf,
like
is it?
worms. Yeah, Durf.
I'm Trill. Hello.
Hi, I'm a shark man.
I can see. And quite a big one too. Look at you, strapping lad.
He pretty much opens his mouth, which opens ridiculously wide, and throws like he jerks the tankard up so all the water just comes sloshing out into his mouth, and then he closes his mouth and smiles, and then he sort of like coughs a little bit.
Very impressive.
So yeah,
Hello, Durf.
Hello.
I'm Cordelia.
Hello.
Your friends seem very moody.
Friends? Who are my friends? Oh, do you mean the hooded boys over there?
Yeah, the ones you came in with. Why are they so dour and sad looking?
They just hired me.
They hired you?
Yeah, I'm what they call a winger. No, that's not right, is it? Ringer.
Oh, bingo.
Ring girl?
They pay me money to play for them.
And where did you come from before that?
Oh, is the music not playing?
I can hear it.
Really? Okay. It's not playing through Roll20, which is the problem because it's not playing for the people at home then. There we go.
So you haven't played with these boys before?
He sort of... So he tries to shake his head, but he doesn't technically have a neck. So he sort of like just moves from side to side.
Does it kind of look like he's wiggling?
Yes, sort of.
I go, you should be on our team. You're wiggling already.
And he scratches his head. I can't really.
Yeah.
I've already been paid. Well, my friend has already been paid for me to play for these guys.
Who's your
So-
friend?
They didn't even pay you? That doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, I ain't really got a lot of use for gold.
Gold can be very useful. It paid for that drink you just threw back.
No, that was the lady there.
I mean, you're not wrong.
As you're having this conversation, Nathaniel is sort of like stroking his beard and staring at Durf and going, "Hey, you multi-toothed lad. Why the hell are you called Durf?" "Oh, you see, I'm not used to breathing yet, so every now and go, Durf."
You'll get there.
I love Durf.
These lungs are a bit
And-
complicated. And these legs.
Can I see the table past him where he came from, the guys?
Yes.
Or is he kind of blocking everything?
I can say you
Are
can
they staring us down?
They're currently like one of them's like trying to get up to like, and the other's like pulling them back down to sit down and like stay out of it.
Okay, good. I want them to know.
Yes, I want you to know that we have your Sharkman now. As you do.
How much did your friend get paid? Do you know?
So Durf like holds his hands out and he starts like curling his fingers and thumbs over and runs out and goes, I don't have a clue. It was more than this, and he holds his fingers and thumbs back up to you.
Oh. So maybe if we gave more than that, he could play for us instead.
He sort of like does that shake again where he like shakes from side to side like, no, contract. I have to play for them in this tournament.
Oh, very official.
I think something bad happens if you break the contract.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want
Sounds-
anything bad to happen to you.
Sorry, Cordelia.
Oh, I was just thinking, like, DM question. Does that sound familiar to the contract that Damien and the governor had signed?
Without seeing it, I'm going to say he couldn't really tell.
Okay.
Because a contract's just a general term, isn't it? So you wouldn't really know what it entails.
Mhm.
To be honest, you don't actually know what the full extent of the contract between Damien and the governor, do you?
No. Durf, who is your friend?
What was his name again? I don't know. I only met him a couple of days ago. Sure, it began with a C.
Wait,
Let's see.
you don't know this man very well, but you let him boss you around? Tell you what to do?
It just sort of shrugs again.
I feel like we need to teach him on, like, the judgment of character.
I do want to point out, as you're having this conversation, Val is edging closer and closer to him.
I'll think I'll do like a little who and then like Durf, someone really wants to meet you. She's a big fan. And I'll just be like a ta-da, like like not saying ta-da, just being like, here's Val.
Durf turns and he's literally towering over her, and a lesser person would be, shit. But Val's like, he's so toothy. You could eat so much with that mouth.
I think you've made a new friend to Durf.
Durf so slowly reaches his hand out and like pats her on the head once, and you just sort of see her like something inside of her just sort of melts. Senpai, more head pats. Why do we keep coming back to the terrible, the dark place of anime?
I'm going to try and sneakily cast Mage Hand and going to try and pull the hood off that mysterious man.
You know what? I'll allow it. The Mage Hand like pulls the hood down, and Kai, it's an orc.
Oh shiz.
Oh,
Well, half orc like you.
yeah, brethren.
And also, it is a woman as well. She doesn't really react, but she instantly glares up and stares at you, Trill.
How'd she know it was me? I mean, I step back and I'm just like, shrug as if I don't know what happened.
She mage hands the chair from underneath you.
Nice.
Like, not even mad.
Kudos.
I like your style.
She lifts up the tankard and sort of like nods it towards you, and then pulls back her hood back up. She then like nudges one of her other team members, one of the humans, and they like walk over and grabs Durf's hand and like, that's enough. We're not meant to be cohorting with the other team. Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye, Dad.
Bye, Dad.
Hi, Durf.
If I see you
Bye,
tomorrow, I'll promise not to hit you too hard.
Likewise.
Thank you. You're so nice.
Do you know what my favourite thing is though? And he looks directly at Artemia. Seagulls. And then
I'm gonna try my best to imitate a seagull cry. Like the surprise seagull cry when they're like interrupted grabbing a fry or something.
He'll stop dead, and the poor person is trying to drag him away to no avail, and you just see him lick his lips again. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh god. We definitely need to like enlist Bolo just for him to counter this guy.
So
What could be a distraction in the audience? Seagull crying and calling him away.
Oh my god, yes! Bolo, we can't enlist you, but be in the crowd and do your awesome shrieking.
I will point out that his awesome shrieking did not sound like a bird.
Oh.
But
Oh.
I suppose you could get a bag, fill it with seagulls, and then at like an opportune moment, he just opens the bag and the seagulls go everywhere, and then Durf will be like, I like it when they try to run away.
Jesus.
He's a great white shark.
That sounded so wrong.
Nathaniel's sort of like scratching his head and is like, that was a little bit of a weird end to the night.
Just trying to disillusion the other team. Mind games.
At this point, you're still on the floor.
I don't get up. I'm just like waving my hands around, gesturing as I say.
I hope you know that this means war.
Like I don't even see Trill. I just see the top of his head and like his hand like
Waving,
tapping
yeah.
his head like mind games.
Yeah,
And it's
exactly.
like,
You know, that wee lad that's currently waddling away from us sounds like a chimera.
excuse me?
A chimera lass. You know when you fuse things. Yeah, I think that's wasted on you.
Do we know what a chimera is? A chimera, even?
You can all do me a history check if you so desire.
I shall.
If we
I'm
so
gonna
desire.
guide myself. For guidance and
No guidance.
Look at that 5.
I'm gonna use my guidance. For a total of 22.
Kai, you getting in on this?
No.
Okay.
She's like too enthralled by Durf himself to actually care what the hell he.
All the other rock in the room. Trill and Artemia and Kai, because you don't really care, You don't know what chimera is. Cordelia, you have heard of the term before. It is a magical fusion of multiple creatures.
I like to imagine that I know about it because I'm a druid and I know things that are natural versus not natural.
Good way of putting it, yeah. Essentially it's dark magic, usually. It is, creatures are usually forged into other forms. If Durf is one, it seems that he's most likely to be infused with a intelligent creature and a shark.
So, human and a shark.
Not necessarily a human, because as is displayed, he doesn't have like higher cognitive functions.
Maybe like a goblin and a shark.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm going to get off the ground. And
It's so nice for you to join us again, Trill.
I slipped, and I hope no one would notice, but I'm not very subtle. We've said this before. So you guys finished with your drinks? You want to hang out more, or shall we head back soon? I don't want to be too hungover for the tournament, is what I'm trying to say.
Burgos is not back yet, though.
Oh, are we waiting? That's fine. Okay.
Oh, I don't know. I just thought maybe.
If you'd like to, I don't mind.
Val sort of like leans over in between Kai and Trill, because I assume you guys are on the same side of the table. You know, you guys go back to the ship, and when he comes back, I'll bring him to you. Or if worst case scenario, we'll meet you at the tournament grounds tomorrow.
Sounds fair.
Fair enough, yeah.
Maybe we can stay if you'd like, Artemia.
I mean, I am a bit of a night owl, but
But guys, there's something I want to show you before anything else, and this is Val, and she just slowly slides a shark tooth onto the table.
Where
How?
did you get that?
did you punch him in the face without him realizing?
So one of her like astral arms appears over her shoulder and like does a thumbs up as she like grins at you.
What?
Oh dear.
I mean, he's a shark. It just grows back,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You should have just like taken a whole like thing off of the shark, the whole jaw.
Rip.
Like like when people have like shark jaws on display, like it's the whole like upper and lower jaw.
Yeah, but I think Durf needs that.
I mean, yes, but
Yes, but also no.
I mean, this is a lot less inconspicuous. So good on you, Val.
And we'll get more.
We're condoning? No? Okay.
Sorry, Kai?
We're not condoning. We are okay with this behaviour of stealing people's teeth from their very mouths.
Well, I mean, he didn't seem to notice or care.
Val leans in
We know
closer to you, Kai, and like, do you want me to put it back?
No. Good lord, no. Just
Oh,
okay.
all right.
You could make a necklace out of it or something, maybe.
Yeah. Do you want one?
No. I'm fine, thank you.
Oh, okay.
I feel weird about Val being a tooth fairy.
Oh my
An
gosh.
involuntary tooth fairy.
I also hope you all know that Val doesn't seem to know what personal boundaries are.
Oh, we know.
Definitely.
But most of the time she's making people uncomfortable where I'm perfectly fine with them being uncomfortable. So I don't really stop it.
It's okay.
She did it to Kenneth when I was mad at Kenneth, and she's doing it to the shark when he's on the other team, so it's fine.
Oh, but Durf, everyone loves Durf.
Yeah.
So are you guys hanging around, or would you like to?
No, we'll head back. We're gonna get up early.
Okay, I'll meet you at the tournament grounds tomorrow.
Enjoy your evening, Val. No more teeth stealing, though.
Okay. And she like walks over to the bar to the Minotaur.
Oh God! Next thing you know, he'll be looking for half his horn.
I need that Minotaur's leg. So, returning to the Cherry Blossom.
Yeah. As we leave, I'm going to also tap the Minotaur on the shoulder and be like, I hope to see you at the tournament tomorrow. I'd like you on the team still. Enjoy your night.
He looks to you and nods as you exit the building.
I'll put a gold on the bar as well and say, next drinks are on me. Enjoy your night. And I leave.
Val just sort of looks at the gold coin, looks at the Minotaur and do you want to get crunk? And the Minotaur's just yes I do.
Yes.
And then I leave.
So heading straight back to the Cherry Blossom. The streets, again, they're practically empty at this time of night now because the night has set in. The majority of people in the street, again, are vagrants or drunks who are currently passed out or asleep. So you get back to the port and the Cherry Blossom without hindrance. As you walk up the plank, Kenneth's door's open, and Kenneth is stood in the doorway. I was like, "Ah, good, you've returned. Here we go." And he throws the throws the bear to Artemia.
Oh no, I gotta catch it.
Sleight of hand, please.
Oh.
That's fine. You catch it without any problem. It now has a number of markings across its body which seem to be runic, and a small gemstone in its forehead.
Ooh. Artemia's eyes are just kind of widen as she's inspecting it. She'll look up quickly to Kenneth, be like, "What did you do to it?"
When you summon it, it will stay around for a lot longer, and it may have a few tricks up its sleeve now.
Should there be another
Ooh.
substitute?
I believe so. It might do the job. I assume 5 hours of summon time would be useful for you.
Ooh, that's a very long time. Nice job, Kenneth.
And he sort of gives you a little bow.
I love it.
Kenneth, will you be joining us tomorrow, or are you going to hang around on the boat?
I don't think I'm going to be a lot of good on the playing field. I might lose a bone or two, but I'll happily come and give you some support if that's what you require.
Oh, it's just it'd be more fun than being stuck here alone.
He just sort of shrugs at you.
We're probably going to have to do something about all of this, as I gesture at him.
I'll get the armor.
Okay. Maybe we can find a better version of that. Do you know Disguise Self or anything like that? The spell that can change the way you look? And I used Mask of Many Faces a couple of times to change my face a bunch of times.
No, I'd never really dabbled in that.
I'm just saying it could come in handy if you'd like to freely wander and not have people turn white.
If found that
in
quite.
terror.
I found that quite hilarious, but quite all right. For now, the armor will do.
It's only a suggestion. Thank you for this magic item. And I walk away towards the end chambers.
Anybody else like to say anything to Senor Kenneth, or?
Cordelia is having thoughts, but she's going to keep them to herself for now.
No good dog.
Good night, Kenneth. I'm going to bed.
Good night.
Wave and go downstairs, wiggling as she goes. She's getting in the groove for tomorrow.
So are you all retiring for the night? As you come downstairs, Buddy is sort of sat in the corner, sort of like looking a bit sad for himself. He's like, I didn't get my room back.
How did it go?
He turned me off.
Oh, that's a bit mean.
He kept turning me off and putting me down here. Then when I woke up, I'll go back up there. Then he'll turn me back off again and put me back down here. It never ended.
I didn't know we could turn you off.
Hmm.
I didn't know you could either. All I know is on, baby.
There's a spare room down here, I think. On our level. Is 13 a bedroom?
There is a bed there, yeah. But to be clear, Buddy doesn't need to sleep.
I know. I just want him to be happy and comfortable. Buddy, I think we can find you another room.
All right.
I'll tell him to follow and show him room 13. How about this one?
This one seems unlucky. Oh yeah.
Very true. Don't think about that one. But you're on the same level as all of us.
All right. And he sort of goes, stands in the corner, sort of facing the corner, not looking anywhere else.
You're very creepy. As I leave.
On that note, you turn around and the slime's there.
Every time. I stare at it for a bit. Does it move?
It's all like jiggling up and down.
Alright. I give it a little scritch and I walk past it.
So, off to sleep, people?
Yep.
So, the night passes without incident. Buddy and Nathaniel are in bed. Kenneth is in his quarters doing his things as well. You wake all fairly fresh. You had up 2 drinks last night, so you're a little bit hazy, but not enough to like throw you off or anything. It is early morning. The sea breeze is blowing in. The waves themselves are a little bit choppy, but thankfully you're anchored in port, so you're fine. It's a bit muggy overhead. So there's a few grey clouds on the horizon. And the breeze is still blowing. But it's the day of the tournament. What would you guys like to do first?
Well, we gotta head to the pitch, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah, how far away is it?
So if I bring up the map, which one was it again?
Because Trill wasn't with you guys when you saw it, so he has no idea how far away or how long the walk is.
So, you guys are currently here. The pitch is here. So essentially, you can follow the path that you did the other day, which cuts through the jungle and gets to about here, and then it's a short walk down.
You all know the way. You've seen the pitch and stuff. Lead the way.
Let's go. We got everyone?
Oh, yeah. Did Val say she was meeting us there with Berger?
Yes, and we need to make sure we bring Buddy because he's one of our substitutes, right?
Right. I'll run downstairs and to his new room.
Downstairs? Have you gone up onto the deck?
I always assume we immediately go to the main deck whenever we wake up.
Okay. Teleport through the floors! I'll just move you to the pitch because that's essentially where you're going to be going anyway. So. This might take a little bit of explaining. You gather everybody up and you start heading over along the path. There's a number of people heading along. They're carrying essentially looks like picnic bundles. So they're all heading somewhere, and it looks like they're going to be staying there for a while. There's a number of them wearing like colours, like scarves or some sort of like flag to wave about. That cold wind is still blowing in as you reach the lake, and again you're following people down. In the distance you sort of see the team from last night, and you quite clearly see the shape of Durf. And they're heading towards the stage as well. Because there's that many people travelling, there's no worry of like running into anything. The path's completely clear because there's that many people. I'm guessing you're going to head towards the pitch.
Oh, I'm very tempted to try and mess with them again.
They're 100 metres in front of you.
Oh, okay, never mind.
They're not like right next to you.
Yeah, I'll just wander.
Give me a second. I need to. I'll let you guys discuss what you want to do.
Do we see
Where did we go?
Davios anywhere? Oh, sorry.
No, let's go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to know if we see Davios anywhere. The Minotaur.
Not from where you are currently.
No.
We never did make costumes, did we? Or a banner, or anything fancy.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. We don't have a uniform or anything.
We have our own dance though. Us wiggling.
Wiggle
This
onto
is
the
true.
pitch.
Did we take any of those silks, or did we leave all of them?
You left all of them.
Mhm.
If we're at the pitch already, looking across, if we look across.
You are not at the pitch. You are currently at the pier where you crossed the other day. I was asking.
Well, that works for me. Can I see if we can see Bolo from where we are?
You cannot see Bolo from where you are.
Oh.
Oh, I was about to ask for a perception check around to see if we could see a bolo.
You could screech for him. Make your mating call.
I will allow it.
Will allow a shriek.
Do me a performance check, please.
Guidance.
Oh hell yeah! 17.
You shriek, and a few seconds later, a shriek comes back, but not from the opposite side of the lake.
Why does that sound so menacing? Can I locate where it's coming from?
It is coming from the stands down at the pitch.
Ooh, he's come to watch.
You're on his love.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so we didn't really even think about any tactics or like positions or anything. To be fair, we've not really done much thinking about this at all.
I don't even know how to play this game.
Yeah. I know we've gotten a run over, but like, that was a while ago.
Yeah, I think even as like characters, we don't know what we're doing.
Nope,
Basically.
you don't really. I'm sorry. You guys keep talking. I'm trying to sort out tokens.
Okay. Well, did we make a mistake doing this?
I mean, the least of all, it'll be fun, right? We don't really need the money anymore. It'd be
That's
nice
true.
to pay Nate back sooner rather than later.
It didn't really cost us anything to really join up either. It's free.
That's true. Then again, now Bolo's watching.
That's true. You do need to impress your new love.
If not to just impress, but just to show that I am not all shriek. I am also all action.
Strong warrior. So I think from what I'm seeing, we need somebody to protect our goal. Who do you who would be best for that?
Oh yeah! You need something doing. I could do it.
I think we have a volunteer.
He is a big boy.
Artemia has just dropped out of the roll 20.
Have I?
On my screen, you have anyway. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
You're back.
oh.
You're back.
There you go.
Don't know what happened there.
Okay, buddy. So, what we're going to need you to do is you're going to stand in front of that, like, net goal thing, and you're not going to let anything get through and land in that net. That's your job for today. When we're playing specifically, don't run onto the pitch when other people are playing.
You got to be a bit more clear about this. But no problem. I will sort it out.
And from what I remember from the rules, there's no flying allowed. Well, you're allowed to fly, but you have to land really quickly. More of a glide, I think.
If you take off, you have to land in the same
Turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be awkward. It works. Sort of. So yeah, if you take off, you can't. You literally have to end your turn on the ground. Like, you can do hops, essentially.
Yeah.
Out,
So you...
out of character, do you
Artemia.
want me to tell you how to play the game?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So the aim of the game is essentially score more points than your opponent. You score 3 points for scoring a goal in their goal. You score 1 point for scoring a goal in one of these side goals in their half. You can't score goals in your own half, so don't try and score on goals. If you score a goal in the end, once in the end of the pitches, it resets to the centre and you take your positions and you start again. If you score a point in one of these side goals, the ball is fired back out and you have to start like playing that from there again. At the beginning of every turn, the golem activates. At the end of every turn, the golem activates. So yes, that does mean that the golem activates twice in every round. But if the golem has the ball, it doesn't do anything. It just sits there. It will go for whoever has the ball. If that makes sense. I'm actually going to move that off and I'll just mark people. When the ball is free, we're going to be using this little amber token thing that you can see. Whoever has the ball,
Okie
whoever has the ball at the time, I'm just going to mark as the little yellow dot.
Cool.
Oh, I see.
When you have the ball, you have the option of either passing it, dropping it if you so desire, or taking a shot. taking the shot will be a... What is it? Sleight of hand check. When you're passing, it'll be a sleight of hand check. And then the person at the end has to do a... I did make a note of this, what the test they have to do. Yeah. Too many notepads. I've done this over too many notepads. Sleight of hand, pass is sleight of hand. Oh no, sorry, it's just a dex for quick pass and quick pass. So just to let you know, you use actions to pick up the ball to pass. A quick pass is a bonus action, but it's harder to do. Catch is sleight of hand. Intercepts is sleight of hand. So if you're stood in like near the person that's being passed to, you can try and catch it. If you tackle, you do a strength check, but you knock the person down and the ball goes in a random direction. You can instead try to take the ball off of them, which again would be a sleight of hand, where you take the ball off them and you can continue acting. You can instead choose to just grapple the guy and like hold them in place. So even if they don't have the ball, you can grapple them. Excluding that, you can spell people, you can punch them in the face. No weapons are allowed. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to quickly go over. Ah, right. So at the beginning of each kickoff, like it's essentially each round, the captain will roll the initiative. Whoever has the highest initiative between the captains goes first. The captain will nominate somebody to activate. It does not have to be themselves. You get 5 action points. So you do have to work through your team though on the field. So say Artemia, you're the captain. When it's your turn, you can go Trill, you activate. Then you can go Cordelia, you activate. Then you can go Buddy, even though he's in goal, he can activate. But if the guy's in goal not doing a lot, that's essentially a pass for you, because the goalkeeper can't leave the goal area.
Okay.
The ball starts with the golem at the beginning of the game, so you have to get the ball off of them first. And like I say, once you have the ball, the golem is hostile towards you. It will try and take the ball back. Are you sort of following, guys?
Yeah, I think I get it.
When you do when you activate, just tell me what you want to do, and I'll try and explain how you do it.
Okie dokie.
Everybody okay with that?
Figure out my spells.
Yeah, like I say,
Okay,
spells are allowed, just no weapons.
Oh man.
You can still punch him though, Kai. You punch him good.
Yeah. Kai, you are a weapon.
Yeah. Druids have so many concentration spells. It's like, gosh darn it. It's like, I want all of these, but I don't want them concentration.
I'm a bit confused, but I think when we play,
They
it may just sort itself out.
Yeah, these are all still very rough rules, so don't worry about it too much.
All right. Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
We got one spell left to choose. Just go. I'm figuring this out.
So, well, you're still not near the stands. Are you going to head towards the stands?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So as you approach, there's actually quite a lot of people. The stands aren't big enough, and the stands themselves are actually reserved for the teams. There's lots of people on the banks of the Salt Lake setting up like little picnic things, and there's a number of people in rowboats and the like on the water watching. as you approach, there's a few officials, like people like in some sort of like vest, to mark them out as like organisers of the event. Alex, the actual barkeeper, is one of them, and he spots you and is like, "Oh, you've made it, have you? I think some of your team have already made it before you."
Where are they?
Artemia's gonna
Oh, sorry.
like poke out her head really like excitedly, like she's gonna like basically lift herself a foot higher by stretching out her neck to see who's already waiting.
Well, you're going to struggle because they're on the other side of those stands.
On the other side of the stands.
Whereabouts can you see on the map? Can you see where I'm clicking currently?
Oh yeah, I saw it ping just
So
now.
if you imagine this point here that I'm clicking on, you're about 25 foot south of that. So you're stood behind the stands, talking to Alex currently.
I mean, it's just the excitedness, honestly. Hoping to see them poke their head over. I don't know.
Can we see Bolo now?
Not from where you are.
Where are our teammates?
He sort of like
I'm
gestures.
asking.
He gestures towards the stands and like, well, in your team area.
Oh, we get a whole area. Alex, this is our. I'm going to be honest. We don't know what we're doing. We just realised we've never played this before. So
He looks at all of you in your mismatched clothes, and I can tell.
is it a problem that we're not like in uniform like everybody else?
I think they'll be able to tell you apart from the other team. It's fine.
Great. I guess we should probably go and find our teammates and discuss some strategy of something.
Who's the captain of your team again?
Right here, sir.
Alright. Well, when your team's called, just head onto the pitch. That's when they'll give you your first pairing.
Alright.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Alex.
So heading round to the front of the stands, there's a raised up area which is like an announcement table essentially, and there's like these weird horns, and then like two people in the tower. In the stands, there's like four little areas, like four stands in each area. In each of the stands, there is another team. So we have the team that you met last night, the Dredgers, with Durf, and Durf sort of like waves at all of you as you walk past. There's
We'll wave back.
there's a team of, essentially, they look all like fishwives. They're all women, and they all look like they're in like clothes that are akin to what fishwives would wear. So like aprons and splatters on, and they've all got their hair tied back, and they look a little bit gruff. There is then a collection of the local elves, and guess who's amongst them?
Oh my god.
Yeah, Bolo.
Bolo!
Bolo.
Oh no.
So
I will wave vigorously at Bolo.
I'll like clasp Cordelia's hand, like kind of put down like don't. Don't
I'll
be
use
so
the other hand and
egoistic.
wave vigorously again.
he folds his arms and he sort of like nods to both of you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Artemia, what if he's the captain and we have to play against them, and you have to both go up to whoever it is that decides who's going first, and there's like a face off, and it's so intense, and there's just so much drama. Oh my goodness. Cordelia's now just like daydreaming about like getting Artemia and Bolo together.
Oh my god.
So you
Like
reach
this romantic rivalry.
Oh god.
You reach your section of the stand, and currently in your section is Val, looking as fresh as a daisy, Burgos looking as grim as he always does, and then Davos looking extremely worse for wear, like green around the gills. And
Oh.
Kenneth, because all of you didn't realise that Kenneth wasn't with you. He's currently sat there in the suit, full suit of armour, but with the jacket that he took from Nathaniel draped over the shoulders.
Oh. I guess he's just here for support, right? I couldn't imagine him actually roughhousing out there.
Are you asking me or are you asking Kenneth?
I'm just a note, like I'm just like a comment out loud, like to the group, like we're not expecting him to play, right?
I think if that golem touched him, he'd explode into bones.
Maybe a
True.
last resort.
Yeah.
But hey, the Minotaur came.
I know, he doesn't look that great though.
Davios!
What?
I'm glad you made it.
I woke up here.
I see Val took care of you then. I looked at her.
She's like, hee. She's now wearing the shark tooth as a pendant round her neck.
Oh, hey, you did make it a necklace. Nice.
I had pancakes this morning. I'm ready to go.
You're going to be vital, I'm sure. Berger, how are you?
Burger.
He looks you up and down and like, you will address me as Burgos.
Of course. My apologies. How did the book hunt go?
I couldn't find him. Perhaps
Yeah,
he'll make
sure
an
he-
appearance today.
Yeah, he'll be around here somewhere. It's a big event, I hear. So who is going... We have to have subs, like substitutes. Who's going to definitely be on the pitch at the start? And who would rather sit out at the start?
Well, lad, I believe that's the captain's choice, isn't it? And slaps Artemia on the shoulder.
I defer to you.
I guess we should start off strong. So maybe we'll see how Buddy does as a goalie to begin with. Then we can have Trill, Cordelia, Val. There needs to be 4 in the center, right? And then the goalie.
Yeah.
And
Are you really gonna
I'm
forget?
okay.
Are you really gonna forget Kai?
It's okay. I'm not going to
I'm
sit out.
so sorry, Kai. I want to
I'm
start
having-
strong, but not use all our force at once. So I was
I am
thinking like,
having a flashback.
huh? Wait, who's
I'm
the
having
first team we're
flashback.
against? Because I definitely want Kai in there if maybe the other orc is in there. Then you guys and Durf. If that's not the first team we're up against.
Your characters do not know what team you're up against. I have got this ready, so we're ready.
Okay. Alright, yeah, fine. Kai. We'll have the OGs.
Wait, who are the 4? Or
Kai,
wait,
Val,
is
you and Trill.
So I mean, he's sitting out. The captain's staying off the field.
Is
this?
is that
Captain
not
need to be
how
on the
I
field?
was confused as to if I have to be on the field or no.
Captains of sports teams usually are on the field.
Alright, I'll replace Val for now.
And she's like, oh.
It's okay. You can jump in soon.
God, you've got a lot of substitutes.
Yeah.
I did not realize.
Added an extra one overnight.
I literally did not realize how many NPCs I'm voicing currently.
Talking to yourself.
Sorry? Did
So
some...
that's fine.
Oh yeah, confused. Trying to figure out how we can do this. So, as you're discussing this, a official, one of the people in like the vest, comes over and like the Wiggles, is it?
Yes, sir.
Could your captain make it themselves onto the pitch, please? Please stand at the centre near the golem.
I'm gonna
Okey-dokey.
tap her on the shoulder and give her guidance.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry, I really have no idea what's going on now. What?
I just tapped Artemia on the shoulder to give her guidance before she went onto the pitch.
Right. Artemia,
Yes.
what are you doing?
You said to go to the middle of the pitch, right?
I didn't hear say that you were going to do that. All I heard was the guidance.
Oh, I thought you said captains go to the middle of the pitch.
I did, but you didn't. I didn't hear that you said you were going there.
Oh, sorry. It's always the same. Like I'll be like yeah, and then I'll like forget that I already lifted my finger from the push to talk button.
Don't think that was.
Sorry about that.
You don't have anything to be sorry about. As you head towards the pitch, three other figures. One of the elves, which is not Bolo. One of the women from the fishwives. And the orc, the half-orc, head to the pitch. And you all stand in a line in front of the golem. And there's a little bit of commotion from the stands and everything as people like step up and move closer to the pitch. And the golem then takes a step forward towards all of you and raises its hands in the air and then drops them, pointing towards you, Artemia, and the orc. And there's a cheer that goes up from the crowd.
Oh, that's weird.
The elf, the local elf, sort of like turns and like scoffs a little bit, like, "Good luck," and then heads back towards the side of the pitch. The officials in the tower then announce, and it like echoes through the horns over the salt lake, and to everybody around. Our first match is underway. We have the Wiggles versus the Dredgers. Players, take your positions.
Should we like wiggle to our positions
Absolutely.
just to establish our team?
I wiggle.
Buddy tries, but all you hear is like the seizing of hinges.
Can I spot the fellow magic user easily across from me, or not?
You mean the half-orc?
The half orc.
The team captain of the other team?
Yeah.
So, you have to zoom in a bit to see this, like, but we have Durf, the elf, a human, and then if you look at their goal, the orc. So the team captain is in the goal.
Is it just me, or is everyone kind of off center from the map? Like, I think everyone's. I'll just reload the page, because for me, I think everyone's kind of shifted up a bit. So like, Buddy's not even in the goal, and neither is the orc. So I'm like, why are they not in the goal?
Oh, yeah, it looks alright on my side. You might just have to reload it.
I'm just thinking if it's worth starting this game, to be perfectly honest, because I don't think we'll get it finished in 20 minutes. What do you guys think? Should we call it early? Should we start, see how far we get, or should we leave it till next time?
There's still 20 minutes. I could run through the first round if you'd like.
Rest of you guys, what do you think?
I'm good to try it. It might also make more sense once we try playing it.
Yeah. Give it a playthrough.
Yeah, if we don't play through it, we might like basically just forget. We'll have to go over the rules again, kind of thing, next time.
Or you could just rewatch the video. Blasphemy,
I
know.
forget that's an option every time, you know.
Okay, so I am going to... So, you take your positions. I require you, Artemia, to do me initiative check.
You have guidance. It lasts a minute.
You do not have guidance for this.
Okay.
Okay. You have won the initiative. It means that you are going first. However, Golem activates. Golem's done because he's got the ball. Artemia, nominate a player to activate.
Okay, I'm gonna activate Kai.
Kai, what would you like to do? Or would you like me to go?
I would like. Oh no, sorry.
No, go for it. If you know exactly what you want to do, just tell me.
Stomp over and tackle the golem to get the ball out of his hands. Is that right?
Yeah, so it's same as like normal combat, so you get your 2 actions, so you get your move, so 5 foot, 10 foot, 15 foot. You're next
Yeah,
to the
no problem.
you're next to the golem. It is now a strength check, please.
No. Roll.
So you go running full pelt at the golem. You hit it with your shoulder and bounce off it and do not budge it at all. And it sort of like slowly turns and looks down at you.
Okay. That's all I can do, isn't it? Yeah.
You still have movement, and I will tell you now, the golem does not have reactions.
Fair enough. So I can back away if need be.
And on that note, I will turn on the action music. There we go. It's terrible action music, but it's action music. Would you like to back away, Kai?
No, I'm going to stick around because he might drop the ball near me.
Yeah. So it doesn't have reactions, but you guys do have reactions, just so you know.
Okie dokie.
If you give me 1 second, I need to get Durf's character sheet up. I forgot to have it ready. So the opposite team is going to activate. Durf is going to activate, and Durf is going to do exactly what you did, Kai. And he is going to attempt to flatten the golem. So that... Durf runs up, tackles it and latches onto it, but he doesn't actually make the thing move. So he actually doesn't take the ball off the thing. But he is currently latched onto it. Artemia, nominate a guy.
I want to nominate Cordelia.
Ah, it's me. Okay. Nobody has the ball yet.
The golem does, but yeah, nobody else does.
So, We are allowed spells.
Yep.
Is it a cheap shot if I try and hit players on the other team, or should I like? I don't really understand like what the rules on that front are.
Oh no, it is encouraged.
Okay.
I encourage violence.
All right. Well.
Today I woke up and chose violence.
55.
Oh no, you're gonna hit Derv.
He said he was gonna go easy on us. I never said the same thing to him. I think Trill did. So because he looks like the biggest, 60 feet range. Yes, I'm gonna activate Starry Form and go Archer, and I'm gonna try and hit him. Huh. Oh, I don't think I hit him.
No, Derv is fine.
All right, so that was my bonus action. Do I still have an action though?
It is exactly like combat. You just have additional options.
Okay.
So you still have an action and you still have move.
All right. I don't know what to do because nobody has the ball yet, so it's hard to. I don't want to waste spells if nobody has the ball yet. How far am I from this dude? 95. That's too far.
You can move.
I know, but I also like staying in my spot. I guess I'll just move up to join Artemia. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think that was like most of my movement.
1, 2.
And I will throw a produce flame at Durf.
Okay.
17?
Yeah, that hits.
Ah! 7 damage.
Okey-doke. So the flames splutter over him, and he sort of like lets go of the golem and turns towards you like, "Oh."
I'm just gonna wiggle at him.
So no, let's not start World War scullery. So this team activates. So he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and he's going to attempt to knock the ball out of the golem's hand rather than tackle him. Well, take the ball out of his hand, should I say? And he does. So he now has the ball. And 5 foot of movement left, so he will go there. Tyne, are you still in Discord with us?
I am, yes, I am.
You're just not on Roll20 for me currently, that's all.
I
Artemia.
know, I've dropped.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, it's fine.
Artemia, choose somebody to activate.
Activate Kai.
She is already activated this round.
Oh, okay. So that means I can only activate myself, Trill, or... Okay, I'll activate Trill. See if you can maybe block him off.
Okay. I'm on 30 feet move. To here. And I'm going to fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at the guy in front of me.
Okay, doke.
Wow.
I took Repelling Blast when I leveled up, which if I hit him, he's sent 10 feet back from me in a straight line. So if I hit him twice, he's sent 20 feet back in a straight line, which would put him back in his own half.
Okay.
Nice.
It's coming. There we go.
That's a hit.
24.
Yep, that's a hit. So if it hits, is it 10 foot back?
Yeah. And for some reason it threw 2 dice instead of 1. But 7 damage to him as well.
Okay.
And then I hit him again with my second blast.
Oh, nice.
And that's a natural 20.
Okie doke.
Woo!
Gonna knock this guy unconscious before you
I
actually
know.
get him back into his
Can we
own
just win
quarter.
by killing them?
Yes, yes, you can.
Oh, well, there we go.
How does that work?
Okay. It rolled 2 and they're both 8s again.
But aren't you rolling critical damage?
Yeah,
So shouldn't that be 20 damage?
it should. But it's only taking 1 of the
Okay.
dice for some reason. But
As-
yeah, it'd be 20 damage.
As long
total.
as we know better.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a bonus action as well. But I'm not going to use it. I'm done. That's me.
However, I'm going to say, because you scored a critical hit on him, he is just, the ball's gone flying out of his hands. So, give me a second. So, it goes 7. Only 1. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the ball's literally, he's been thrown back and the ball's landed on in front of him. But it's not bounced any further than that.
Okay.
So
Did he move 10 feet back again from being hit the second time?
he did, because he was here.
Okay, cool.
He was nya.
Oh, sorry.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so he's been thrown back. But as he's been
Okay,
thrown back,
cool.
he's lost grip of the ball and it's fallen to his feet.
Nice. And I'm done. That's me.
Yeah, the humans can't really do much else. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's next to the ball. He's going to try and pick it up. Which he does. Okay, so that was short-lived. So, boy here has ball now. Artemia, your choice.
But at this point, isn't... Oh, I can activate myself, right?
Or buddy.
Or buddy.
Give me 1 second
Mhm.
before you choose. Just need to see something. Okay. I am just going to inform you. Firebolt has a range of 120 feet.
Oh my god, nice.
Scorching Ray has a range of 120 feet.
Scorching Ray.
Yep.
I'm surprised with that one. I'm kind of confused. I'm not sure if the map is doing a weird again, but the bowl for me is all the way down there.
Because that's the ball. Are you on about this thing down here?
Oh yeah.
That is the ball we're using when nobody is holding it. The yellow dot indicates that somebody is holding the ball currently.
Okay. Okay, yeah, he's right next to him. Yeah, okay, I nominate Buddy to do something.
So Buddy can't move, so all he can do is throw a firebolt at the guy. So he shall attempt and get 13. I think these guys. Yes, these guys' AC is 13. So he has just hit the guy and doing 2d10. 14 points of damage.
Damn, 40 points of damage. Dad, buddy, you're about to kill somebody.
There you go. So this elf is going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's just gonna double move to there. Artemia.
Okay, I guess the only chance now is to activate myself. So question, because I obviously haven't used flying very often, is that added to my walking speed? So I fly a certain amount and then I can walk a certain amount?
No, it's one or the other. You choose to fly or you choose to walk.
Huh.
Unless I'm getting that wrong. So
Well,
I think it would be far too broken if you can do both.
Fair. So I have 50 feet flying. So yeah, I'll just flutter over to, I'll basically be doing a big hop over the barricade that is Kai, the Golem, and Sharkman. Can I swipe it out of their hands? Or would I have to do like a normal attack roll?
You have the option of either tackling them, which would just knock them to the floor and send the ball flying, or you can attempt to try and take the ball off them, that is what he did to the golem.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and swipe it.
Right. I require you to do me a sleight of hand, please.
Ah, bollocks.
So that's a 12, isn't it?
Yeah. I guess it's a contest against him.
It is. He got a 17.
Ah. God damn it. Try to see if I can do anything bonus action. No, I got nothing. Unless I'm allowed to punch him.
No, your action was to try and take the ball off him.
Yeah, alright. I don't really have any other bonus action. That's me.
I'm trying to think what she can do.
After her, it's the golem, right?
No, there's still the captain of the other team. The goalkeeper, the orc, is going to use magic missile.
Oh.
She's going to target all of them at you, Artemia. That's a 7, so that misses. That is a 21. Actually, do I roll for this?
No, it's magic missile never hit and never misses,
Oh
right?
yeah, no, I've never used magic missile before, so.
All damage, I think.
So 13 points of damage to you.
13. Alrighty.
And that is a round. So the golem the golem activates now. It will take a step to there. Kai, would you like to try and hit it?
Yes, please. I don't have my character sheet, but I can vaguely remember my strength check, so can you roll me a d20?
You got a 10 on the dice roll.
+2, so 12.
That hits.
Woohoo! What is? I've never actually done an unarmed hitty strike before, so
We'll sort that out another time. You've hit it. You'll cause damage. We'll roll that outside a session or something.
sweet.
Uh,
Yeah.
Durf will... You know what? He's going to bite it as it goes past. Because that's what Durf does. He hits. He hasn't raged, so... 1d4 plus 3. He does 4 damage to it. The golem will then step there, and then step there. This guy will attempt to hit the golem as it goes past. Hits. And does 4 points of damage to it as well. It will now try and punch that human in front of him. Hits him. How should I... So, the guy's knocked to the floor. He doesn't take any damage, but the ball goes flying away from him. It goes... 4... 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the ball goes flying over there. And that is the end of a round. Does it make a little bit more sense?
Yeah, I get
Yes.
it now. I think you're fine.
Very good.
I won't go that far. But it is 10 o'clock now, so we will call it and carry on next session.
Okie doke.
I will try and refine it a little bit more before then, just so we're a bit clearer, and I will try and send you a copy of the rules so you know what you are aiming for with your checks.
Yeah.
Did you ever specify what happened if we went out of bounds, like into the water?
You cannot return until the start of a new round. Or
I like that.
So essentially, if you get knocked out of bounds, which there are ways of doing, you're out until everybody resets.
I meant the bowl, rather.
Sorry?
I meant rather the bowl, like if it gets hit on someone's hand and goes out of bounds, or is that impossible?
It is not impossible. It will be thrown back in by somebody.
Alright.
Essentially, like it would be if you scored a goal from one of these pipes, it'll just be fired back into the field.
Okay.
Any other questions before we finish? Anybody from the chat got any questions?
I'm all good.
No, I think I'm fine. I get it now. The first that round helps figure out a lot of stuff.
Yeet.
Cherry Blossom has just gone nope, then yes. What? Have you got a question, Cherry Blossom? I'm sorry I haven't been able to answer all your questions today. Will Artemia and Bolo get together?
We'll see if you
Cordelia
get
wants to know
impressed
the
by
answer.
this.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I think you both spoke at the same time, so it was just...
You go. You go.
We'll see how he likes my leadership skills.
And did you say something, Kerry? Kimmy, sorry?
Cordelia just wants to know that as well, and will forever be daydreaming about it. She's writing a romance novel in her head.
Stop!
Oh, come on.
Stop shipping people.
Oh.
So yeah, that's the end. We'll finish up. Well, we'll carry this game on, and obviously there's another game after this if everything goes as planned. Cherry Blossom would like to read your fan fiction.
I'll come up with something.
Thank you for joining us. As I said at the beginning of the stream, we're going to be seeing a lot more maps made by other people. Go check out Gelatinous Cute on Etsy. Tuesday night we have more Requiem of the Void, and we'll see how that goes on. And thank you for joining us this time, and we will see you all next week.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.